Hello, hello, and welcome to Tapping Tuesday. My name is Fable, and for the next hour, we will be doing EFT together, also known as tapping. So, if this is what you're here for, you found the right place. If you have no idea what that is, don't worry. It is a wonderful technique to alleviate stress and trauma and help you find feelings that you're looking for, help make it safe for them to live inside of your body. So you're welcome to join us and learn how to do it in the process. It's fairly simple. You can tap along and really have a good idea of what you're doing by the end of even today's session. I'm going to do a quick rundown of how this works, just in case you're new, and then we'll get right into it. By the way, if you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Glad to be here with you. So this is a little bit different than a one-on-one session because you're not in front of my face. I can't see you to assess how your body language is doing, to have a little bit of chit chat back and forth. So when I make suggestions, I tend to do it in more of a broad spectrum. This is so that you are then empowered to take kind of the foundation of what we're tapping on that I'm offering and make it your own. So please take this as permission to change any of the words that I'm saying, even if it's like, I'm just going to turn the volume off for this one. And you're just going to tap along to have, a pacing of it. What I want is for you to become familiar and feel empowered in your own body on how you can have this process of applying clinical EFT to your personal experience. Um, Another thing that's a little bit different is I don't go through all of the tapping spots very often. And I have a really good reason for this. I have two really good reasons. One spot is enough. So, for various reasons, people can't tap on all spots. Some people can't even tap at all. But there are clinical studies that show effectivity with less than all of the acupoints. Now, all of them exist for a reason. And if you can use them, that's great. But say, you've got a sinus infection or you wear glasses or, some other ailment where, just the mobility of your body is difficult. As long as you are over an acupoint, then that will stimulate the brain in the way that we're looking for the subconscious brain to be attentive to our efforts, and you will have success in your outcome. The second reason is because I don't want you to get absorbed in where I am. So, as the person who's leading you, who's guiding you, it is very common to want to match the pace of whoever's, the leader, right? But I want your brain to be the leader. I want your body to be the leader. So, if I'm here and you go really into this really juicy, beautiful, opening of awareness, and then you look back at me and I'm here now and you're still here, then there's a good chance you're going to be pulled out of that moment and go, oh no, I'm behind. Do I tap through all the steps? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I got. And that's not what we're here for. None of that. So I tend to stay really boring and stay on this spot or this spot. One, it is easier for my body to stay on these two spots, but also two, that way you can have the freedom to tap through all the spots that feel good for you and just check back in on me if you get lost and you're like, oh, I need to pick back up. Where am I? Okay. The way to contribute, if you feel comfortable and safe to do so, is I do have a live chat that goes the entire hour. This is where I get the suggestions on what we do. So every single hour is different where we do this live tap. All of it comes from our community, coming from you. If you have something that you would like to suggest, but it's a little too vulnerable to put it out there in front of the entire world, you can always email me. My email is fable@eftuniverse.com. We can have a little conversation about it that way. I can also bring it up anonymously the following week, and then it can be included in our community tap while you maintain feeling safe and comfortable. If you ask questions in the chat, sometimes I'm able to answer them quickly. If it's not something that I can feel like I can give you the answer you deserve in this space, since we're here to do the tapping, I will have you email me. Just know that that is another way that you can access information and assistance. It is our goal as a company at EFT Universe for you to feel empowered in this set of release tools, of empowerment tools. So it's a good way to get a common practice. It's a good way to connect with people in the chat, with your community that's all around the world. It's so much fun. Um, And it doesn't stop with just this 1 hour. We have so many things on our website. You have my email address, and I can assist you with understanding everything that we make available, because we want you to feel loved, we want you to feel heard, and we want you to feel empowered, because life is lifing right now. And it's really nice to have support in that. Alrighty, I'm going to go through the chat and say hi. I've had multiple conversations this week, and I swear there was one thing that didn't get resolved in just conversation that someone did want me to bring up. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. It's been a crazy week. We have like the holiday sales and stuff going on. So I apologize if that's you and I forgot. If you're comfortable putting it in the chat, please do. But if not, just ping me and I'll bring it up next week. Okay. Hi, Nancy. Let's do this. Hi, Bobo. Is it a minor accident a couple weeks ago? Nervous about everything now. That makes sense that your nervous system would be heightened from that. Oh, thank you, Nancy, for assisting. Hello, Virginia. Hi, Donette. Yay. Hi, Joyce. Glad to have you here. Okay, Nancy's suggestion, how to stop doom scrolling. I appreciate that. And I have an idea of what we can tap with that for. So thank you. Blast Scout, hello. Trying to work, will likely log off soon. Seasonal lows. I need another job. I hear you. Well, I thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. I see you and I appreciate you and I love you. Hi, Mary. Tap on feeling unnerved. Okay, it seems to be a bit of a pattern. So perfect. I think you're channeling the group with your question, Mary. So thank you for speaking up. Hello, Peg. Hi, Erin. Hello, Serena. Hello, Jerica. Nice to have you. Hello, Zahara. The Turkski? Is there a way to say that? I'm sorry, but hello. Glad to have you here. Hi, Joy. Okay, somebody feels, scammed. Yep, scammed a month ago. Feeling vulnerable and alone. I hear you. Okay, and Erin, something that came up for me is I would love, we worked on feeling safe in pain. Sure. So not being scared by the pain is what I assume you're saying, like having feelings on top of feelings because there is pain, but being able to recognize that pain doesn't necessarily mean more danger than what it's already alerting. Let me know if I did not translate that correctly. Serena, doom scroll. Okay, good. All hugs and loves. Sahara, how to stop flare-ups. What kind of flare-ups? Are you talking physical pain or something else? Turkski, how to get energy moving again. Okay. Virginia, peace of mind about sciatica. Alrighty. Sorry you're going through that. That's an intense pain. Hello, Magenta. A suggestion, burnt out, final weeks, gnarliest medical ailments quarter. Ooh, I in massage, I had my massage school was actually pretty intense for anatomy, and I loved it. But that little small snippet of what I understand can hold space for your burnout for sure. So lots of love to you for that. Passion, motivation, care, apathy, numbed out. I hear you. Okay. Hello, Danielle, from in snowy Quebec. Hello, Brazil. Brazil, you full? Am I saying that correctly? Good to have you here. Thank you for the support, Serena, to our community people. Okay, so Aaron, more so that it feels my body needs to create pain because it's all it feels safe in. Ooh, yes, that is very different. Thank you for clarifying. And I understand now. And I think that's a great suggestion. I think there's a lot of interpretations of that same coping mechanism. So in fact, I would say the doom scrolling is even one of those. Hi, Tanya. Happy you're here too. Okay, feeling safe is a big one for me. Thank you for speaking up on that. Hi, Samantha. Glad to have you here. Zara, something else, physical memory. Oh, physical memory loss, inner critics. Okay, thank you for those additional words. Aaron, or keep the pain. Okay, safety, yeah, that's a good one. All right, neuropathy, nerve pain. Okay, Mm, total knee replacement 10 weeks ago. Oof. Yeah, you're still young and you're healing in that. And Mary's saying also having neuropathy. Alrighty. And that neuropathy is a hard one because there can be a lot of reasons for that. I would say with how much surgery interrupts, neuropathy can happen while it's healing. Doesn't mean it's going to stay. Um, I've had 4 knee surgeries, but not a knee replacement. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone that has already commented. I really feel like we've got some good pathways for tapping here. So thank you so much. It always helps to know what's on your mind. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a moment and get grounded, and then we'll get right into our suggestions that we have here today. So let's just notice real fast that we have a body. And in noticing that we have a body, I want you to do just a silly little movement. And it can be a little wiggle, like I'm kind of doing a shoulder wiggle and a butt wiggle at the same time. And the reason I say a silly one is because we don't want it to feel um, serious. We don't want a serious movement. Something that, it can be boop, just booping your own nose. Um, but something that is connected to your body that has maybe a different cycle than what you're already experiencing. So that's why I say silly. But just some silly little movement, and just notice that you have a body. Notice your hands, your knees, your feet. You don't have to keep doing the movement, but acknowledge, the silliness of it. That'll catch your brain's attention. Okay. All right. And now that we've done that, continue to notice your body and just notice if you have any small request from it that you could easily identify and give it. So maybe you're feeling like, oh, I kind of want to stretch these muscles right here. So I'm just going to lean and give it that. Or maybe, oh, my back feels really tight. I think if I move it, that's going to be bad. So I'm actually just gonna hold whatever feels good for my back right now. Maybe it's a deep breath. Maybe it's sitting differently. Maybe it's laying down. Maybe it's going to the bathroom, getting a drink of water. All of those are simple requests that let our body know, oh, we're paying attention here now, and we're going to focus in here and relax. Okay, let's go ahead and take a deep breath. And now, as we're paying attention to our bodies, I want you to notice where in your body is speaking the loudest. And it could be an emotion, it could be something very easily physical to identify, like, oh, I have this tightness in my throat, or oh, I have this pain in my leg. Or it could be something more vague, like, I just feel uncomfortable in my rib cage. It's here. There's something here. But whatever you're noticing, give yourself permission to notice it. You can even maybe lay your hands on wherever that is, or as close as you can get to it. And we're just noticing, we're just acknowledging. We're not judging or trying to fix anything. We're just drawing our attention into this moment and into this body in ways that are safe and comfortable to do so. Okay, and let's take another breath. And lastly, just take your hands and kind of sweep. It could be sweeping off your shoulders like I'm doing. You can do sweeping down your legs, down the sides, the front of your body, down your back, depending on the flexibility of your arms. And we're just giving nice touch to our skin. Just another way of acknowledging this body in this moment. Because this is the only time this sensation is possible. We can have a recall of it, but to experience it like we are right now, special, only this moment. It's the only moment where we're capable of doing this and having this communication with our nervous system. So that's pretty special. Even if it feels simple or feels silly, all the emotions about it are okay. Alrighty, good job. Let's figure out where we're going to get started. Oh, ooh, yeah, pinched nerve is that's tricky. Hi, Suzanne in Michigan. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Um, I hope you caught all of that, all of my explanation at the beginning. I do the live a little bit differently than like a one-on-one tapping session. If you have questions, feel free to ask, but I may not answer them um, depending on how long the answer may take. So it might just be a private conversation between you and I that I'll say, let's chat about that in email. But I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you made it. Um, okay, so I want to start with feelings because that can really assist in our physical bodies, allowing other things to release. But getting a sense of safety, even if we don't solve everything, tends to be the most help that we can offer in a short amount of time. So if you're ever wondering, how do I even get started on this? It's finding a way to allow yourself to feel safe with where you are currently before you try to fix anything. Um, I think I'm just going to say I'm having a hard time because as I'm reading through the different emotions, I think that's how the broadness that I want to take with it. Okay. All righty. So go ahead and let your body settle into a comfortable position. And let's go ahead and start to tap. And as we tap, go ahead and allow yourself to think about how you would define right now, I'm having a hard time. Where does your focus go? Where does your attention go? And it may not be where you expected it to go. It could be, oh, well, I guess I'll pay attention to that then. And let yourself. It doesn't have to be what's biggest or what's most concerning. And it doesn't mean that your other issues won't get some resolution because you're focusing on this one thing. Allow your brain and your body to give you guidance. So, whatever pops into your mind when you think, I'm having a hard time right now, allow that to be the thing that we tap on first. Okay. And whenever I say, I'm having a hard time, feel free to finish that with what it is. So, I'm having a hard time with physical pain. I'm having a hard time feeling safe. I'm having a hard time pushing through. Okay. Give you a moment to come up with that phrasing. Alrighty. As I focus in on myself and acknowledge that right now I'm having a hard time, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though right now I'm having a hard time and I don't know what to do to fix it, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though right now I'm having a hard time and I feel it really big in my body. I still choose right now to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Having a hard time. This hard time. This hard time living in my body. this hard time living in my mind. This hard time alive in my life as I allow myself to feel the full impact of this hard time right now. I deeply and completely accept myself. And I wonder, what do I believe is true about me because of this hard time? What truth am I left to bear, to be burdened with, that's so heavy because of this hard time? Does it feel like it's a sentence? This is the rest of my life. Just gonna have to deal with it. This is me now. Do I feel like I'm not enough? This is too big. I'm not going to be able to escape this. I don't think I'm going to be able to solve this. I don't even know if I care anymore. Do I feel like it's a punishment that somehow I'm experiencing this because I deserve it? Do I feel lonely and left because of it? That I don't have anyone who cares. I don't have someone to be with me through it. No one understands. That's heavy. Those are heavy things. And I acknowledge that even with how hard this hard time already is, it's even harder because of how it affects me. Even though I'm even further affected because of what I believe is true because of this hard time, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. I acknowledge that this is where I am. And I've already acknowledged some of why I'm here. I've acknowledged some of how I feel about being here. But I wonder, have I acknowledged all of it? Hmm. Well, what do I mean by acknowledging all of it? Do I look for more bad things to think about? No, that's not what I meant. I'm happy to acknowledge all of myself, but wouldn't it also be true that there are positive steps? There are meaningful things that I am fighting for right now, that I'm holding space for, that I care about. Otherwise, maybe I would just quit, or maybe I would walk away or numb myself out and just be a body on the couch, and I wouldn't even care to try. And I would just blame someone else. I would just live in my imagination and find ways out of this pain. Because I could do that. It's an option, but I'm not choosing that. Even if sometimes all I can do is exist, I'm still not choosing to give up. Even if parts of me scream sometimes that I just want to give up, I'm still not giving up. Why? What are those parts saying to me? What are the messages in those spaces? What if the message is, I believe in myself, even if I don't know how to do that yet? I believe in what I'm reaching for, even if it feels out of reach. I want to improve, even if right now it feels harder than just letting things be the same. I wonder, what are my strength messages? What are my positive messages? What are the words of courage, the words of love, the words of safety? Because I'm trying. I'm trying. And if I'm trying, then part of me must believe that there's something worth trying for. Even if right now it's hard to see, I acknowledge that there is at least some part of me that believes I am worth trying for. Trying. This hard time. Trying. This hard time. Worth trying for. Worth trying for in my body. Worth trying for in my mind. Worth trying for alive in my life. Worth trying for alive in me. I wonder if it's true that there is a part of me, maybe multiple parts of me, that do believe, that are holding on, that want to keep going, that believe in trying. Is that a space where I can feel safe? Is that a space that I can trust? Yes. No. I don't know. Hmm. Feeling safe. Isn't that what I get to have when I've reached something? Don't I have to create feeling safe by finishing something, by having barriers or removing problems? I don't maybe fully understand how this moment could be safe. How can this moment be safe when I'm in this hard experience? Feeling safe, feeling safe in my body, feeling safe in my mind, feeling safe in this hard space. What? No. Uh-uh. No. I don't want to feel safe here. I feel gaslit. I feel betrayed. I feel invalidated by saying to feel safe here because it's not a safe place. It's hard. It's overwhelming. It's difficult. And I don't want that here. I want to get out of it feeling dangerous. I want out of it. And that's where I get to feel safe. Even if, as I consider safe for myself, this is what I feel about it. I deeply and completely accept myself. And I hold as much space as I can for a different definition of safety in hard spaces. Okay, fine. Tell me how this could be safe then. Pushback is sassy sometimes. Well, I wonder if safe is only when I get what I want, what I was hoping for, does that mean my only place in safety is what I deem to be success? Yes. No, I don't know. Okay, well, I'll keep asking questions. I wonder, is it sometimes safe for babies to learn to walk? Maybe not when I was a baby, maybe not other babies, but generally speaking, just generally speaking right now. Generally speaking, babies are encouraged to walk. They're encouraged to learn. They fall down, they don't succeed for a long time. Yet, would I consider that that's a safe place despite their obvious failure for generally about a year? Well, they don't start trying right away. Yeah, I could consider that to generally be safe, safe to try, safe before success. Yeah, but I'm not a baby, obviously. But if generally speaking, safety can exist in circumstances where it is safe in the trying before the success, then could it be possible for me as well? Yes. No. I don't know. Okay. Well, how could I find out? Hmm. I suppose I could give it a try. I could be curious. But how do I give safety a try? Hmm. Giving safety a try. Holding space, holding space to give safety a try. Well, what does that generally look like for the baby? I would say when they are trying and then frustrated because they didn't succeed and they have big feelings about it, then those feelings are validated. They're not reprimanded, they're not in trouble, they're soothed, they're comforted. There are measures taken to help nurture them back to a happier place. Okay. Yeah. If when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I gave myself permission to nurture myself or permission for others to nurture me if there's someone else around. That could feel nice. Okay. What else? Well, when babies try to walk, they're generally given words of encouragement. Okay. Maybe that's hard for me. Maybe it's awkward for me to consider giving myself words of encouragement. So I wonder, how could I start that? Maybe I start by just blocking out the negative words. Maybe if I have a mean inner voice, I just quiet it down like I would for a best friend or someone that I care for. And I say, nope, you don't get to say that anymore. You just hush. And if I do feel comfortable enough, maybe I could start with recognition. Hey, you had a hard day. You had a hard day and a long stream of hard days, and it's okay where we landed. I see you in all the tries that you have, and I want you to know I'm proud of you. Even if no one else sees it, I think you're doing great. Okay, that could maybe feel nice, but how does this make me safe? It still doesn't guarantee that I'm going to succeed. And I really want to succeed. Of course, I want to succeed. That's why I'm trying. And I have some control over success, but not 100%. And that safety of success is something I can still reach for. But what if in this moment I can offer my nervous system safety? I can offer my big feelings and my big thoughts safety. Hmm. Yeah. And as I give myself permission to give this a try, to see how it works for me, I give myself permission to acknowledge how it feels in my body, how it feels in my mind, how it affects my environment. And I give myself full permission to allow it to exist at least as much as all of the other big feelings that I have about this hard time. this hard time, my safety, this hard time, my words, this hard time, my comfort, this hard time, my choices. And as I continue to move forward and allow myself this exploration, I deeply and completely accept myself. Pause and take a breath. Nicely done. Now take just a moment and notice how your body is feeling. I want you to think back when we just started first tapping on it and you thought about this hard time and the response that you felt in your body to it. Is it different now than it was then? And if you're noticing it feels softer, it feels smaller, it feels more distant from your body and how it is now. Your body feels like you've got more space in it. It's tingling a little bit. You feel calm or relaxed. You feel a little bit loved, maybe. If you are yawning, sighing, crying, having epiphanies, ideas, all of those are signs that you reached the part of your subconscious brain where you had this template of what this must be. And your brain said, ooh, no, I like what you're saying. Let's rewire in here and move forward with that instead. And it will continue to work on that, even though you're not tapping on it anymore, which is awesome. So good job. All right. Let's jump right into the next thing, which I want to tap on pain, more angling it towards physical pain. But I will show you how you can use it for, even if you're not necessarily, pain isn't a word that resonates with you in general. Just going back through. Oh, hey, Cedric. Hi, Cherry. So sorry you're having that experience. Zarina, what if I have given up? I would say if you do have that in a tap where you feel like you have given up, acknowledge that need to rest. Acknowledge that need to give up and say, you know what? You know what's powerful for me? I am going to give up. I'm going to give up right now. I give up today. I quit. And maybe tomorrow I unquit. But right now, today, I'm completely done. I will not touch it. Because a lot of times that's the way the body puts up a boundary and says, look, I need to rest. And I won't let myself rest as long as I'm trying. So I have to quit. Okay. But it doesn't have to be permanent. Um, once I realized that, oh, it felt so empowering to quit all of the time. I quit so many things, and it really did help. So, giving yourself different parameters than what quitting typically is can be exactly what you need. So, I hope that's helpful. Hi, Lou. Oh, yay. I'm so glad, Donette. Yay, Virginia. Yay, Magenta. Yay. Oh, Zahara. Well, there's something I want to say to you that my brain's working on the words. So I said, I've got an awareness that I'm always writing things down and miss the whole experience. I would counter that and say, you are receiving the experience in the way that feels safe to you in that moment. And it's just a slower reception. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because writing it down, there's still a process, right? Because to write the words, it's going into your brain, it's having to go through your arm, and it could be seen as like intellectualizing or, there's spiritual bypassing. Those are all just different ways of kind of creating, not a barrier, but kind of like a slower process of um, allowing it in. Um, so be gentle with yourself on adjusting that, and recognize that that could just be a way of your body having wisdom. Um, okay, rest, not go back to the camera turn. Yes, 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 yes. To remember everything's down. To remember everything's down. Nice. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and tap on pain. So pain could be I have this physical like pounding or sharpness or zinging, in my body. It could be I have this emotional pain. I have this mental pain. Um, Anything that is uncomfortable can be defined as the pain that we're about to tap on. If you would rather use a different word than anytime I say pain, if you want to say um, this fear or this irritation, please use whatever word is best for you. Let's go ahead and start tapping while we're talking. So if you have a clear cut physical pain, great. If you have a clear cut emotional or mental pain, great. If it's a little bit more vague and I'm not quite sure how to um, surround this with an identity of exactly what it is. I want you to allow yourself to trust that your brain knows what it is because it's your brain that's telling you it exists in the first place, right? Because your subconscious brain has control over so many different things in your body. And it's saying, this thing right there. And the message getting across may be a little bit blurry, but your brain is very aware. So as long as you're paying attention to it, your brain is, aha, got it. We're tracking now. Okay. So it's okay for your conscious brain to have a little bit of guesswork and your subconscious brain, spot on, knows exactly what's happening. Okay. As I focus in on this pain, I deeply and completely accept myself. As I focus in on this pain and acknowledge everything that's tied to it, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though right now, as I focus in on this pain, I want it to be gone and it's not yet, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. This pain, this pain in my body, this pain in my life, this pain that's disrupting me, this pain that I don't want. I wonder, how do I get rid of it? What is it that I believe must happen in order for this pain to be gone? Do I believe that I must be healed? That the issue that's causing the pain in the first place has to be resolved? That makes sense. That would be a way. That would be lovely. That happened, but it's not yet. It's not done right now. But I'm done right now. I need a break. I need a break from this pain. And I wonder, is there any other way that I can get a break from this pain? Yes. No. I don't know. Okay. Well, I wonder, why would I not be able to get a break? from this pain? Is there a part of me that believes it's necessary? That even though I don't like it and it hurts, do I believe it's necessary? Hmm. This pain, necessary. This pain, necessary. This pain, necessary? I wonder, how can I question that? Well, how would I rationalize it? How would I excuse it? It's easy to say it makes sense. Maybe I've had some traumatic experience connected with it. And that overwhelm causes pain. That makes a lot of sense. Therefore, it exists. Maybe I believe it exists for a certain amount of time. Maybe I believe big trauma, long amount of pain, kind of like some type of graph. Maybe I have beliefs about myself attached to the pain. Maybe I believe my family history must need the pain. Maybe my age must need the pain. Maybe another circumstance just makes a whole lot of sense about why there's pain. But also, maybe I feel like I need it for validation. Maybe this is really hard. And I'm nervous that if I'm not in pain, there's going to be expectations of me that aren't fair. So maybe this pain is a barrier. It's holding a boundary for me. Maybe part of me believes I need it so that I have the space that I need to heal. Hmm. As I consider all of the possible ways that this pain might currently have validation in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. And I release any judgments that I have for any reason that I have this pain. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay that I went through something big and it hurts. It's okay if I do have family history and it hurts. It's okay if the age that I'm at hurts. And it's even okay if I feel like I need the pain to hold a boundary, because pain is something people understand. And maybe I feel like it's the only thing that some people understand. And it's okay if I need that help to support me in what I need right now. Allowing help, allowing what I need. As I consider this more complex viewpoint of pain, I wonder, do I need it to be so big? Do I need it to be so much? Do I need it to be so consistent? Or can I tell my body right now? Can I make a deal, make an agreement, a commitment with my nervous system and say, hey, it's okay to lower this pain signal. I will still be careful. I promise I will still rest. I will still be gentle. I will still hold a boundary. And as I consider how I might make it safe for my body to not need the pain as intensely or as consistently, I deeply and completely accept myself. I wonder, why does the pain exist in the first place? Is it to punish me? Is it to give me a hard time? Is it to just be a pest and make things more difficult? Or is it a way that my body is trying to be helpful and express overwhelm and express a need? Well, if that's possible, then as I agree to do my best to care about holding a boundary or thinking differently or just giving myself permission to have what I need without needing the pain to justify it. I give myself permission to let the pain go. I give myself permission to release. Release as much pain as I can because I don't need it right now. It's okay for me to rest. It's okay for the pain to be quiet. If my body decides it needs it again, it can come back. I know it will come back. So I don't have to worry about letting it go. If my body needs it, it'll be there. But maybe right now, I can release it. And I can let myself breathe. And I can let myself relax. And I can allow myself to feel other feelings that weren't being felt because of the pain. And maybe those feelings are good feelings, like I'm feeling relaxed, I'm feeling calm and peaceful. And maybe those feelings are grief, sadness, loneliness, confusion, things that are kind of hard to feel. Whether or not the feelings that are present when pain is absent are happy feelings, not happy feelings, or a mix of the two, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. It's okay to have expressions. It's okay for them to exist, to speak and go, or stick around if they gotta. And it's okay to experience that while the pain is released. Releasing the pain. Releasing the pain from my body. Releasing the pain from my mind. Releasing the pain from this moment. And as I allow myself this space of time, I give my body permission to process whatever it needs to in this time. And maybe this break will last a while. Maybe this break won't last for very long. But whether it's a long break or a short break from pain, I give myself permission to take as many breaks as I need. It's okay for me to do this often. Releasing my pain. And as I give myself this new space to have control over my pain as much as I'm able to, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, go ahead and pause and take a breath. And take just a moment and notice, is your pain less? Does your body feel more open, more tingly? Does it feel more alive? Does it feel more peaceful? Do you feel other things in there? Even if all the pain isn't gone, is there more happier things that also exist there? Are you more aware of other emotions that are speaking? Or you sighing, crying, laughing, stretching, yawning? All of those are signs that your subconscious brain heard your current plan in regards to communication about pain, and it agrees with you, and it will continue to build those pathways even if you're not tapping on it. So, really good job. We are a little bit over time. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope that you feel better. I hope that you feel heard and seen. I hope that you feel wanted. I love that you're here, and I love that you're a part of this community. You matter. And I'm so grateful to have spent this time with you today. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope that I get to see you next week. But if not, there will always be a recording that you can go back and watch if you want to follow along with the tap later. I love you so much, and I will see you next Tuesday. Mwah.